New Zealand is currently experiencing severe labor shortage, especially in the seasonal work sector. Watch this video to the end to find out how you can move to New Zealand in less than 6 working days. Do not need to have English language proficiency tests. There is no age limit. There is no degree requirement. There is no proof of fund. The average salary that a seasonal worker earns in New Zealand is between 25 to 35 New Zealand dollars an hour. The government of New Zealand allocates a quota of 19,500 slots to employer in the horticulture and viticulture sector to bring in workers from abroad to come and work in New Zealand. You do not need to have a degree to move to New Zealand on this program. In case you are wondering, where is New Zealand? New Zealand is surrounded by the Atlantic Sea. It's not far from Australia and Fiji Island. We used to joke back in the days that New Zealand is the country has more ships than human beings. It's one of the safest and one of the best places to raise children. Its official language is English. The King of England is the head of state of New Zealand. So it's part of what is known as the Five Eye country. So this is a high income country. It's an advanced country. If you move to New Zealand on this pathway, after 5 years of living in New Zealand, you will be able to qualify to apply for permanent resident and subsequently citizenship. So this is a good opportunity for you to get your foot into New Zealand. And if you know what you're doing, once you get into New Zealand, you will be able to secure you and your children's future. So that is the program that I'm presenting to you today. The next thing on your mind now is, how do we access this program? What is this program all about? The program we're talking about today is the New Zealand Seasonal Workers Visa. The New Zealand Seasonal Workers Visa allows employers in New Zealand to bring foreign workers to come and work in New Zealand. You will initially be given a visa of 7 months. That visa can be renewed up to 3 times as long as you are still with the same employer. What do you need to do in order to get this visa? Number one, you need to have a valid passport, you need to have a police clearance, and you need to have a medical report stating that you are fit and well and you can come to New Zealand and work. Once you have those requirements, you need to find a job from a recognized employer in New Zealand. The government of New Zealand, they have what they call the Recognized Employer Scheme. You can only be sponsored to New Zealand if you get a job by an employer who has been given the certificate as a recognized employer. So that is what you need to do. If you're seeing my video for the first time, my name is Francis. I do video to show people how to legally migrate to new countries, either through student, skilled or unskilled workers routes, without you needing to save money on lawyers or agents. The comments that you leave in the comment section, I will always respond to your comments. Our mission is to help as many people as possible to legally fulfill their migration dream without them needing to spend money on lawyers or agents. If your goal this year or early next year is to legally migrate abroad, Launch Club Media will help you to get to where you want to be without you needing to spend money on lawyers or agents. There is no migration story without having access to credible and reliable information and being able to use it swiftly and strategically. Therefore, it is in your best interest to consider subscribing to Launch Club Media. Make sure you turn your post notification bell on. We want to help as many people as possible to legally migrate abroad without them needing to spend money on lawyers or agents. So let's go back to the New Zealand story. So I've explained to you how you can get what you need to do to get a visa, which is you need to find a job but by a recognized employer in New Zealand. Once you find a job, because this job is classed as a seasonal job, the employer is likely to sponsor you to come and work in New Zealand. You will also be provided free accommodation if you come to New Zealand or this route. So the only thing that you need to do right now is to start looking for a job. So the next question on your mind now is, how do I get a job that would land me in New Zealand? Number one, there are sites that you can use to find job in New Zealand. I will show you the site and I will show you how you can go on the website and look for an employer that has a recognized employer status in the seasonal sector. That is only thing that you need is a job offer. So I'm going to show you now. Before I want to quickly summarize. This visa allows you to come to New Zealand for 7 months. Once you find a job by a recognized employer, he or she will give you the sponsorship and may pay for you to come your travel document. Once you have a certificate, even if the employer is not paying for you, once you have a confirmed contract that you've been offered a job in New Zealand, it only takes 6 working days to get this visa. And from the day you have the visa, you have 14 working days to fly to New Zealand. That is how it works. The total cost of applying for this visa is only 325 New Zealand dollars compared to the UK, where you will be paying more than 1,500 pounds. So make sure you consider this program. Share this video with anyone that you know fancies going to New Zealand. This is a great opportunity. Let me now show you how you can look for a job in New Zealand. This is what we have been talking about. So as you can see, the Recognized Seasonal Employer Limited Visa, that is the name of the program. This is officially from Immigration.New Zealand, that's the government's website. So it says here, this program is for anyone between the age of 18 and over. The quota that the government allocates every year is 19,500 people that can come and work in New Zealand. The cost of the visa is 325 New Zealand dollars. In American dollars, that's about that should be about $200 thereabouts. The time that it takes is 6 weeks. That is how long it takes to get this visa. Okay, so let me now show you the recognized employers list. So this list that I'm going to show you now, this is the list of all the recognized employer in New Zealand. Okay, so these are the lists here. As you can see now, you got 204 employers that have the license to bring people to come and work in the horticulture and viticulture sector. So these are the employers. So what I will do if I were you, I'll copy and paste. This is the end date that their license is valid. So like this one is valid to 2026. If I were you, I'll copy and paste this one. I'll go on their website and I'll apply directly through them. That's one of the ways you can look for a job. The second ways that you can look for a job is to go to what we call a site in New Zealand that is very popular in New Zealand. Let's go to Seek. This site is seek.nz.co. This is a very popular site. So you type fruit picking here, fruit picking job. So let's see what comes up. So as you can see, these are the jobs that comes up. As I said before, this one is paying $25 an hour. So you go on here, if you want to apply, you go on here, it shows you here 25. That's how the job is in Auckland. It's in horticulture, farming and animal conservatory. You click on quick apply, it will take you to the website and you will be able to, it will ask you for your email, you set up your email and password, you will apply. In my case, I'm not interested, I just want to show you how you can apply. You click on your details here, you apply. There are other sites that you can also use to find job in New Zealand, such as, this is another site, this is called pick.co.nz. So this site is dedicated to people that want to come and work in this site. It said needed staff soon, they needed staff. Now this one was actually advertised today. It says here, accommodation and transport provided, as I said at the beginning. So let's see if you want to apply for this job. So you just click on here again, it will take you to the website and you will be able to apply. Say During our busy tiny season, we need a person with a good head for numbers to count the number of apple on the tree so that we can work out our crop load. This is what they're looking for. So they are going to pay, this one is paying you $23 per hour. Again, I will leave a link on this website where you can be able to go on this website. Let me quickly show you the last one. Okay, where's the last one I saw before? This is another site again in New Zealand. This site is for people that want to do seasonal work. As you can see here, they got truck drivers, they got fruit pickers here. So let's say, for instance, you're interested in this job, you can just click on here. It will take you to the website. You see, it says apply for this post. That's how you apply. It asks you this question, you fill it out. That is how I apply. So I've given you 3 websites where you will be able to find job in New Zealand. Okay, so these 3 websites, and I'm going to leave the link to these 3 websites on the description section. Please do not tell me you cannot find the description, the link in the description, because I always put the link in the description section. If you do not have a good CV, it is better for you not to apply at all than for you to write a CV that you know if you were an employer, you would not employ yourself. Make sure you have a CV that is formatted according to New Zealand standard, because you're wasting your time if you just write anything you like in a piece of paper and just apply. Nobody's going to get back to you. Have a CV that is tailor-made, that have the keyword in the job that you're applying for. Make sure you have a CV that is tailor-made for this sector and it has keywords. I cannot stress that enough. If it doesn't have keyword, most likely that the software that most employers use to filter the CVs that they receive will not call you. So I hope you found value for this video. This video is short. It's about how you can get to New Zealand on this sector. If you've got any question, leave your comment in the description section and make sure you start the process of looking for a job as soon as possible. The only thing you need is a job offer which allows you to start the process of moving to New Zealand. I hope you found value for this video. Consider sharing this video for your friends and loved ones. Consider following Launch Club Media on all our platforms. We want to help as many people as possible to fulfill their migration dream without them needing to spend money on lawyers or agents. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. May God bless you. May God let your dream come true. Thank you.